From Tubra, our boy, Yamamunina, Makwaba, Edemoba, Owia, Kasam for you so Emraso, Sir Omemun, Sembi, the edited, the Kappa, Dumfa, Kunga Kuche, Ediagu Memamu, Sim for Sabaya Crojes, and Yanku Ponisio, Yansia Betana Siena, Edimu Enchemunina, Yate Emamo, Ewohono, www.owiatv.com, Sa and so and Adwenichem, Facebook. Owia TV, TikTok, Owia TV official, YouTube so Owia TV. Bomode na follow na share na like na fo adwenkyere ahodo nyina fatoɔ ɛfa ɛmayen ɛwɔ ɛhɔnom. Ye ka mo se ensema ye de ba besomo ene awie ɛdɔso pa. Na so de edimu akote bi ene se menemo ka se Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama Abomoden ama Sahara LPG vessel one more upper home entoma ewo Korea enye asem ketoa yebekɔ ne yakopie mu MPP amanyoko de nsɛm de aba betudwa sɛ omeya fofi de nipa bi a wɔn mu ewuye ɛwɔ nantom no wɔn mu pemu enkyiremu a ɛwɔ sɛ mpanyimfo di mu nkyiremu wɔn mu ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ hɔ no mu ɛmɛbura ɛpɛ kwan akɔyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ mɛn bambo adwumakuo hu nsɛm a asɔreɛ no ɔpanyi bi a waben pa Dr. Ismail Norman, what they are to just one day, what the chitai at the ma Ora Mubarak, Muntaka, Muhammad, Ewojumedia, Awudua, Odieno, Ewo Honomo. Na enua muanu, ana Mubarak Muntaka dia tuja, se obenya, nanka obia wo peso ye juma, ewo bambo jumekunu, nanka wafano, ewo ehonomo. Madam Mapi, ena ekawe hua, ya ne sekasia, don reba kwe di enimi, yade ebremo, yemfa nasye, Emfa Emma Jabura Bank. A one more asoya sisika semu dwedie womo de danso e wo ma fomu enyina wadaroma ene one ma bie wo ma kwaba mu a won mu kiremu a wonso betimi be shareholder na empanyimfo a eye sika kra bie mu di mu dwuma no wonso abeka ho abra wo to shells no eno ntu betimi adale star 389 star 984 hash na wa follow instructions no what dem office wo ka mu afuo mu kra na wa to shells no wawie emfaso bebre ene won mo abaso body scholarship nom ne ade a obetumi di ama wo manom ade akọ school ene ade nyina eka ho sa enso na fixed deposit account wa makwan bosome miensa bosome nsia ene bosome dumienu ene ye bewu se bebre no anyamfaso bebre enso ade afiri ho a enye asem ketwa fresika kra bia e wo 0242 387498 0242 387498 na eni womu eni kasubom eho afei ententemo a kase no enchiremu midi eni abusia pani ousu ediomi Ghana mampanyi John Dramani Mahama said ya yaka che mo dada ni wo maimu nafuonum na Korea wode nani achiremu ewo honomu na nanu owia kase so yesade to monim se obebo moden ama okopiem ewo Korea wonomu adwumadie mfididwuma bia wonomu aye ho adwuma awie no omopa ho ntoma no obedi animu bi no abo ho moden amoma kwa kotwa homam ama bibia atimi akọ enkan na eno enenei abetodwa se mampanyi John Dramani Mahama a friend is Sahara LPG vessel MT Asarimi Ghana one more abomode ewo Korea one more upper hontoma a chese ebebo adwuma wadre na nhwemu no echiremu a ene na ebebo modern ama from eja gasi se kwan ye befa so na ebetumi afefa drubem no betumi ede ato apete ama mansa nyina enya bi ewo no mo ena John Dramani Mahama won mu twa homemode tudwa wo chiremu se nya homatwam keke enya ntoma pa keke ene omo pa ho ntoma na emum botaye titiru ene dwumadi omo pese edi ebetumi aboa ama adasa ho ato no enu nti ene omu di se dwumadi.
Today we celebrate not only engineering excellence, but also the power of partnership. The commissioning of this state-of-the-art dual-fuel, fully refrigerated LPG carrier reflects the collective vision and collaboration of key stakeholders committed to advancing safe, efficient, and responsible energy distribution. Through the West African Gas Limited WAGL Energy Initiative, this vessel represents a strategic addition to a growing fleet that is designed to support the evolving energy needs of our sub-region. Its deployment significantly expands LPG transport capacity and signals a new chapter in regional energy logistics. More importantly, it reflects a shared commitment to strengthening access to reliable and cleaner energy across West Africa. Access and the transition to cleaner energy sources remain among the defining challenges of our time. LPG plays a vital role in this transition. For millions of households across Africa, LPG offers a cleaner alternative to traditional fuels such as charcoal, firewood, and kerosene. Its wider adoption contributes not only to improved public health, but also to environmental sustainability by reducing deforestation and indoor air pollution.
Ghana Mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ena mote se wochemu eni hie ntia wonmo epa saa afidie yi eho entoma ewo hono na ye nimu no yenyina ye nim se ena no ada ne beto dwa wo ma kwan ma obi a wo ye Ghana ni na ye bebu na wani ji wo pese wura bambo adwuma kuo no mu na okoye adwuma no okofa ankrata ekowie ye aptitude test ye wonmo kotrotro ye wo internet so ne ade ehun se bebre na aba beto dwa se nipa bebro besempma henum ena omokofa ankrata enei wo mo akwanya aba e wo so obokọ na apomdin ye kone ye kohwemu medicals no eye empem wo ha eni enum eni ade a neno na aba beto dwa se enipa mpim numpe ena ombetimi afa wo mo na se wo mo kra na wo mo accodify ne ye koye wo mapomdin hwemu no eno kra no emu fakase na anya de ye befa wo mo se ne makoyi a eno na Ghana fo bi ma hyase ka kwan wo fa so ye ena kwotena computer nim ena fa ha sene ha ene ade a ti wo ma de kire so bo ne se mpase ne ma e de aso owura Mubarak Muntaka Muhammad eno na owura yi wabin ye pa e babambo ensem ne ade a Dr. Ismail Norman wo de atudwa se wone de ensiye enweta so agokoduro ene namye a owura Mubarak Muntaka e de ahyese adwumadie mu no amene ni age ho pa ekwan ya wari ataso na waye na adwen se ommo bia mfa kwabu akwan so ka na sichie bia wenyi otimfo timu oro ka fa abati no bi ana obi bia woni sika bia na oye yi na obenya kwan akowuram na opese mu da ho na ye pepepe yo no wono de wode na chita e de manopa
of solving the problem. And I think if the executives put their heads together and Ghanaians put their heads together, we should be able to find ways to find jobs for the youth. One of them is for government to make loans really reasonable to businesses, captains of industry, so they can expand their businesses, long-term payment plan, moratorium for about the first year. You give $1 million, $2 million, 18 months moratorium before they start to pay back. And believe me, if government makes loans accessible to businesses, some of these issues can be solved, because government alone cannot create all the jobs. There is no country in the world where government is the major employer and is able to employ everybody. It's not possible. Even in communist China, private enterprise is part of the reasons why they were able to transform so many of their
and emergency studies wopanyini wono ena wonye wono mu kendi for president ena yeteni nken se aban nko a baagofo ensa ensu nyame ani kata ewo nti aban nko anya de a nwuma mabunu epe wo memu no obetumi ayo ewo ehonomo ehwe owura Mubarak Muntaka won nsem ye mu no wode nsem de atudwa akwesa rehosam ena wode tudwa abochi mu se de edika ka de akyeremu nipa bebro besempema yenum akofa ankrata yie emu wo ha ne enumpe ena kyese wonmo ko medicals ye emu empim numpe ena ebefa wo mu ne ade na kyese no kwasem nie twafa dodro na ena ato agu mu ka kre bi kitikiti mampore ena ombenya akwanya ewo na enu no owura Mubarak Muntaka de tudwa se no kwasem nie papa wo so oda wo so no enye nanum de nti na ne yie yontia wono obenya ene enka wo bi obefa akrata bia na owo pe bia se wo pe adwuma no ko obefu bia nenso eba de sa entimi manenye yi.
The police force that we have, the number that we have, just as I mentioned, 49,000 plus, immigration about 18,000 plus, fire about 17,000 plus, prisons about 14,000 plus, narcotics control about 3,000 plus. When you put all of them together, they are less than 100,000. They are less than 100,000. But even that, the wage bill on them is about 13 billion. So if the resources were there, I mean, I would have been the happiest person if we were able to recruit about 500,000 more security people. But let's be practical. Will our economy be able to absorb that? We all know that practically that is not possible. If you have a police of 50,000, can you really take 130,000 and add to an existing 49,000? So this is where we find ourselves, and I want to plead with the rank and file of our youth to appreciate that. That's why we introduce a number of other measures that we are hoping into the future may even help us as a way of screening them.
Mohammed ena mote se ode nkuntabudie edi egu won pese om ya posifo customs ene ade a won fa nkrata ene ade a ofri se kwasem ni enipa no nyina no ofa won a enyeye enti eye abotre ene wose ye de hwe na ye de ewo ewo no yento aso emfa emamo yenkoi na yenkopie mu ewo nantom abetodwa se efiada bosomi anayo bonimi ne da na tosu ensia wo fi champemienu ene aduonu ensia yi abra no manga na edi na fo fida no na atorenjem so atotememufo a wonmo nantom ama owura bia ye friend say Amadu I been Shamtu wa me no kasayie akrabo aka no amoato anananom ewo ensiadu abusuafo ebosudwetire na kyese agyaadwetwa ena wonmu twa enya asem ketwa na kwan ye fa so ema sa tututu yi ekoso ema owura ya wo mu free se wono ena wokọ eba ema abusua enya bi edia enei wato ananom ewonse do no akoya areho sempa enam so ama NPP amanwekuo no wokopie mu ewo mentifedo mantem aninti ne adwetwo wuro mu e de krata de aba bonten wo mu nsema wo mu kanyina no se brebre emfri denchira na wa ma amani emfra santema enko denchira enti de wo mu kakosia ne se bambo adwumakuo afi won mo hwe atentre ne nso won mo modin ne sa wo hawia esi we wo hoyi wo mo mpenepo masibre anhwa na amwa
is shocked and appalled by the brutal and unwarranted shooting and killing of Amadou Ibn Shamtut, a hard-working family man with several dependents, including his wives and children, last Friday during the Independence Day celebration in this district, in Nantong district. We extend our deep condolences to the bereaved family and demand that justice is served immediately or promptly. Friends of the media, it is on the back of this that we, the New Patriotic Party in Northern Region, continue to express our disappointment for the deafening silence of the government on the prevailing security situation and the continuous killing of innocent people in Nantong. The incident is not an isolated case, and we believe it is a culmination of the government laxity in addressing the security concerns of the people in Nantong district. It's not a chieftaincy issue. It's not a religious issue, neither is it a political issue. It's a criminal issue. Yes. It is purely criminal that the person should face the full rigors of the law. He's a notorious criminal. Is he above the laws of Ghana? No. So we are demanding that he must be disarmed and prevented from visiting Nantong.
Nintini ayotwo rewo MPP amanyuko no mu ewo mentifedo manta na mote bo mo kana won mu echiremu a opanyina won mu de wo mani krutu awiso mienu santemo ede ahwede asi ne so na wo mu visa won odi awei eyi owura bia wo mu se ye friend se chief ana se chiku na dodo na friend se wata wono ene wo mu visa odi nsemi wo mu se eyare wo sempa esanse October boso mi visa mpim mienu ne aduonu nunu sa wo yo ne ye bisi ema owura bia ne friend se Ibrahim Seidu wono nso saa wono mu kunkuntro nti wedie wono mpre ema emfa ne ho enko nkodi absia ne nsamba ko a ejentra na ebo patabrebe sapo asote ene ye ne ho saka anwe pa aso samanta twe nya asem ketwa eye womo a wono che bode ene bode a abri English broni kan se plantain chips ye ne nei etwagu na ewo social media no so ne Montie se womo de rubber ena womo de to anwammu na wono ekyese de ebe ya ebe den na grew no crunchy se de mo amako school mo kano no ye bete na afei enwo se bio abaya bia wapre no amanufu agwo no echa eno ene neye enam so mo de rubber ne tumu na hwehwemu guso a ne ho nsem bebre na agentra e wo social ne media no so enam so ama me no kasai panyin abedi eche Deputy Chief Executive Officer woko Food and Drug Authority a Ora Roderick kwabena dade agyi wɔde nsɛm de aba beto dwa wɔse saa nsɛm na ɛkɔ no ɛyɛ de yɛte ne yɛsom kɛkɛ na dede kwa ɛna ɛkɔ so a nokure bie ne ho a ɛwɔ mu wɔse ɛyɛ nsɛm bi a obi pɛ sɛ ɔka no ɔyɛ wɔn nhwɛmu a wɔn ahyɛ ase a wɔn yɛ no ebesi saa me kyerɛ sɛ nokure bie ne wɔn a ɛwɔ saa nneɛma no so obi de rɔba ɛna de kyi nanso wɔn mu gu so a wɔn yɛ nhwehwɛmu mapa ɛde bɛkɔ akɔsi aseɛ na wɔn hu saa nsɛm na ɛkɔ so no nokure bie a ɛwɔ mu.
It at the moment, emphatically, FDA, ye obligatory friend say evidence. I say, sir, 7 years, nipa can just like in the past, though, up till now. Yeah, nipa no waka. Yeah, pro, yeah, be doors. Yeah, because obia okita evidence bia the sre on famra na fe yenhwe na ye de kakra ya no ye ho si ye hu bibia sa.
Okay.
Ye pese ye be bonipa ho ban. Enti nkofo anhwe e bia mre budo munya time ye betimi these days no ye betimi de kobo afa sa social media ne ho nsɛm a nkofo pie ka na nsen ya be say 3 weeks enie yet ye first obi a ono aye ho video no say the video no ma me bin and or market so ba no kra ye friend ye da say investigation the akas obi of feel say bia ono ate e bia strange scent and as bibia nye obrodu friend characteristic no o ma ye hu.
Okay.
It's here the energy at the moment to say bia evidence wo keka no nti no tell that be fast mark other areas especially sadia your friend social media yan kase name wo social media so nyina na enya nokware but you better say ansa over share enema no make sure say asema wo kan nokware na enko di dem and as enko ba fear and panic but the moment the Food and Drugs Authority ye nya evidence no it will be of that evidence no yesrel on family yenhwe and enye nne so pe na ye start say ye ho adwuma.
Wono ewo Food and Drugs Authority Owura Roderick kwabena dade agyin na yete ne nka wode njemu abase wo mu de besi wo mu ebesi nei no won mu nsanka nyina so bia wo mu ni nyina so bia nti se wo se wo nyina so a adama fa beda wo mu na wo mu asade niema betimi akonkan ede ama ye nyina ewo hono mu Owia kasamfonyi eswa na wani guso a wo hwe no aso guso a wutie ewo hono mu Precise FM 105.9 ehon so enam ho ma enye asem ketwa ewo hono mu a yenko yenim emfa emamo Civil and Local Government Staff Association yetwa wo mutia ye kan se krosake won ma pa da ye ama me no kase ye nyina ye nim se won mabu won mu ketem de afiri won mu nyuma ho a won mo twi wo mani senkrani oye ne ye wo po ho fo anu po mesima wade o mo se gon ya de o be ye adwuma ade ya ensenkanye bia wo se aban ne won mo kan fa won mu nyuma ho na fa wo mu sika dwete ho na ba mo won so ho ha wo mo no aban na twi nani ene wo bo mi mfita duku fo anu po mesima wade ho wo mu chemu ene ama won ma wade kuregu won mu nyuma sei efia ye basa ama ebu okura ye mfa bi mu wo mo ene wo ma che twen na eno na entrance mapa wo se ekọ na wo mo ne wo mo hwe apedie hu nsem so National Labour Commission etenase na omudi enkomo no ababeto dwase Dr. Benis Wobok won mo echirem a ekwan na wo se mpanyimfo ani tin adwetwe ro mo free krosake eba no mbetenase no musoso adweto atwadwe no kra no wo mo twi wo mani ebinum ama na eno nam so ama Owura Samuel Nana entwi wono eka ekuyi ho woni Owia kase abonkomo ama wachirem senti a eneyie enema nkoyi mfa mo se aban no anya de ese wo kire bibia e kire se wo ahokekemu a wo beboa wo mu wayi nani a wo mu nnwuma fa wo mu nnwuma ho enema nkoyi no wo toto no nsaba mu.
Every state authorities, even the handover notes now, this government, it was stated in it that is a closer issue that needs to what implemented. And I think they said okay, new minister by they didn't have a series of meetings. But do baby, I think that the system no will call for meeting over call omo ntene up omo ma ebia ene echina ene echina unse eye labor employer employee relationship here yenkoye to take a decision no oh enti say o de akwa afu na de no maso no na ka say odu ha no mesie na odu no maso akwa na any player dey yaba
no cra
nkita hudie na akoso kakra but asa ye ne echina sa do bi kuna say family na ye kwa minister no oma kwacho what else say any break kakra ya dey yaba ha enti ye said ma notice on the 19th of February say on the 9th they will strike 3 solid weeks ahead the government machinery. But what we know is that government machinery workforce in a close-sack members. Oko presidency close-sack all the ministries close-sack. The 261 MMPs in the country are close-sack members. So yeah, we are deliberately trying to halt government machinery. Watch what you say. So we gave 3 weeks prior notice. And Uncle Siaga. So we declared a strike on the 9th. They declared a strike, we met Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. In fact, our first meeting, it was very fruitful. And then I think we were okay with the meeting. But to me, I'm concluded because okay. We had another meeting. That was NOH. And see, US meeting, no. No, can say, we are supposed to have a meeting as NEC, Next Executive Committee. Our meeting, no, Epecoso and NEC. And yes, so we are going to have a meeting on.
For ora sambo nana entry na motese na one oman ni ya adubuache ewo owia adeche so na owia kase so yani etewo yeti yenko kwami radio akwabo
ma so aminia
so ho ye de
yankopon adome ho ye pa
wadama sese fan na wugina na de na ekoso mprempren
mini amame no wasese ya na wotwe mu aye free juanda so be kaya ye be ye report so edifa yenian Chris omo sabi no omatia na omo kire se enam enema ba kwa na mienu bi nti titiru omaketua no empegemu a enam so ema omo dia to abaye no ka aba empemu mu abaye afitwe mu ni enum ena omo ka ho se efi juala no omo de omo no begu from bra omo ko municipal hodo efi beventet asoya ahodo a wo asantmante mo meka ne se regional office ni na no omu nyina ye omade so omu begu from no and so ma ye beka ye no ye para opumese bi aban bi ti omu ana ejo da no bon pempe ko ne mu no de hu na omo etifi na omo ne
wa homa no radio wa homa no bubu ne mu nti tane ho da ho me enhwese befa why
ya mfi video ye
ko ma me
ye kakra
ai Simon so
ya said na manugu so America no ye bon pempen na ye satisfy mu community pa hodo bi se so ame na fi ye ba regional coordinating council abehwe ye na said ya wo hwe ye mpirifo anase adwumayefo no hanum abo yo purposes ubi odma reception ho okudu ho mo a omo na nkese omo giwo na efi ye bi se wo awa atu hu nsam eche wo de se wo beye ene kwankwa de wo bafa so nyina no omedu ha hanum nyina ayebi enipa nkese omo giwo no ebi ene ho ma wo ba beto omo ewo mu behu ni ma ko bi de nanso ni nyina mu omo kire se omo de su ginem se abere aba omo kire se strike omo kono de omo ginem ekopim se aban be ye omo atade omo ne ye sa atu anamon empeto sa be duru birth and death omo ahye ya eno so ewo the corner about put them hanmo ma e be hwe ho so ye be du ho na se atmamfu a omo no fi omo abro no ahodo so e ba se omo e be ye omo nkrata yi no o be du ho no na no omo di komo omo fi ye nim da kopim se ye bia ye be du he e na akofa asem we nyina abaye nti dodo na atete nkonwa so de ote ho no ahu se watena ho abre obi me kasa ho enka bi a che no no so se eso otu anamo sansan ti a ne se wasan ki do be room so ko bi san ye si na ye nya dwumu ye ko strike o na je and was san tibrom on na ekro no apeyo how e dia ma atimamfo a and then ta ba ba tu mo miamia ho that round there ni ya so ba tu mo se de mo fitete nkomya so eni mpudodo na aba akwam ko a kasa nkwa na mo kasa no a asemo mo ka do nyina ne se omo sere aban a kasa se dwuma bi ahuhia e wo man mu eni ntom besere ade patia enam so ema adwumayefo atia no aban enhwe na ofe bi enwu akwam yie ema o sanse bi efuru ka efuru kwantente be du ha na yinim sa ha so na regional office no be du ha na nkata ba be na emu bi eni wadmu a otumi enye mu kwan aye no a na pese ha bi yie papa be kase so aga mo ko ne de aha wo mu yie papa sabu ya minu kasi ya o mani dem no mo sra banse abanhwe no nye o ma feso ade emfa mo wo mo ko se ni nyina no e ya ade a e ha tememfo papa e wa ha
redu tememfo a bia ya wodro a ko ye nyina no wuhu wo mo no e wo ho no wo mo do so wo ho no manka wo mo be ye wo mu nyuma wo hu
dodo na ba se nka fu ho no ma ne nkrata se medical ka ne nkrata se miyan wo ba be dis mo akwanche obi nso so ho no ma ye wi oba abeje eno nso so obedu ha no ma ayetsen esan se di obi yama no eni ha ena di odo be so ama ye bi aya print bi ma no so a ono nso eni ha ti obedu ha no ma meka se municipal ena fi regional coordinating council ko ho gya no sisi o ma ti o nso egu o ma chi ntimi so bi kra de na mo ho no nka bi a ya enya ade a ehye no se onye se fadodo na na ate wo nse gu fom se obi entumi nye dwuntu okwanta kuro bi entumi mfa ho nkase wono woginem wa ye adwuma e dia ma wo nyina amana ye de mu nyina be kan se omo etwan mu e na omo twan kotum se anokro no betumi aba be de dwese afi omo ensamra me ye adwuma.
Okay, yada se wie pa no amone bokoso anafo wani edi ache bibi be fratom fro bia na wato ye nkra ewo ye nsentro ni Kwame Redu ena ye ko no ho babia wabo anan akwakudu no odi mu nkomobo ede abre ne ye nto so na yemfa emamo enka na ekotoka wiem hyen ginabia ene Accra na se enka wiem hyen ginabia se de edi ni mpanyfo sesa no no na mpanyfo guso a won mo yo ne ma se de be ya 21st century said ye ene ewiase aye no no niam be koboko ama akontufo a woru mutu kwanye wiemhyan wodo a eba no nso betimi adi ahyemfie ama niam akonkan je wono frɛ ba bi terminal 3 e wo ho mpache unnimu anha ho because kotoka na nkasa no ebi ya wo nko hoda na meme nko hoda eti terminal 2 no na woru muguso a wono mo ye ho adwuma said ye be ya wo mbe ba ba mu ama aye wiemhyan wodo afiri nkrofo aman so akese ene nketo nyina benya no ho twabre na atimi agina ho ama niema atimi akonkan e ho no mo osoafo a wono ene wo hwe ya hyen kobedie ho nsam so eye ononyamfo Joseph Bukari Nikpe wono ene wo de atodwo a wo kire mu sakia ne ke wo mu enim se enu eye kita wo nsabosome no enkowura mu aye wo mobobosome no mu no na eye ade adwumadie na wo mode awie kra wasi enkodu se wo mu wie na wo mu wie ne siesie kama no na ye se edin no nso ye Accra International Airport no nso no na edo nso wo mo wie a eno ne ye betwero na afei edi egu ho no.
Here today to inspect the works that the contractors are doing to remodel this Terminal 2 and make it play a dual function for the people of Ghana and the rest of the world. You have gone with me on tour with all the airlines, and we have seen the kind of remodeling we are doing to this terminal. It is our hope that when we are done, by July, I'm told by the contractors they will work according to schedule and ensure that we will put Terminal 2 to play its dual role as domestic and international terminal. We are sure by that time, everybody will realize that this government is serious to making sure that the aviation sector become one of the areas that our people will actually enjoy and work with. Today, I want to let the airline owners know that after July, some of them will be brought to this part of the terminal. It isn't that we are not appreciating their services. It is they who are making our airport function, and we want to work with them. That is why we've taken time with respect to them to go around for them to see, so that they can tell us areas that if they are not satisfied with, we are ready as a government to bring improvement to suit whatever plans they will want, so that they can also serve our passengers in comfort. And so today, with respect, we are here with all our airline owners for them to see what we are doing And in July, by end of July, we will be working here with them. If we turn to my left, we will soon be passing there. We are holding the place for sword cutting ceremony for the connecting concourse and the bridges to the airlines or to the planes, such that we will now have a connection between Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. No passenger will be brought here and will have to, if you want to connect, you will have to go out our airport to come in again. We will have that connecting concourse and the bridges to our planes, such that it will facilitate the movement of our
Onyamfo Joseph Bukari ni pe wa mananso hwa na odi tudwa no chirim se mimi se ya enche me private jet bayi no nya se ba ya na ba bia na makopake e wo se minya ho nkrata a me di bedi dwuma na se bra no ehun sikasem ne ho nkrata asem no ekọ atwe na ewu a wasa akọ no akohyem kina doni kan se renew anase renewal na eno no odi tudwa wo chirim se wo a wo ankrankresh bi emhye yi bi pake a ho nkrata motwi mani yi mani Senkrani oye no huye wopon wo se ene se mo anhwe na ma amaye mo nkrata asem no adwuma kwanya edi ama mo no ye beje afim se ene owiem chade ti se wudi kosi wudan so.
If you are operating with Ghana Airport Company, for that matter government, you have a license to do that. The question is to ask yourself, have you renewed your license for the past 4 years? If you haven't done so, it is not anybody's making. Have you paid the relevant taxes or fees that you are supposed to pay to government for the past 1.5 years? If you haven't done that, that should not be anybody's problem, because you just need to refer to your contract and see that the contract detects certain things to be done. And if they are not done, as a government and the Ghana Airport Company, we hold the right to either continue or revoke whatever contract we have with you when you have defaulted. And so I wouldn't want to go into my details, but what I know is that we had a license for him to operate a private jet. It is over 4 years that license is not renewed, and I'm not sure you will work with any company or any group that has not renewed their license.
We oswafo a wohwe ya kwan ene akwan tempo ensem so ononyamfo Bukari nikpe wono ena yete ne nka ewo ehwonom no yemfe ni enchemu ewo MTN wonom asoye woma pa odwumadie bi ho ntoma a wonom fi se ebeboa womo na aboa Ghana fo nsu enyina ehwonom we kwan ya na obi pese ne sim card da ne fon so ne ma na kwanya ema otumi ede ko ebo homa to homa ne ade no bia na opese wosesa ne tebia no na wode ba MTN mu ni nyina no yise nipa kwachirika so se nchira ka ewo MTN wo office bebo ape so se ya apese na o masaline sa tenten wiabra ne na ebobo mu ebinim ntokwa bia bo nyina kopim na no nei wo se abefo kwa so nya bire bia na wo so ma hu ahwam na wakota enu nti wono mapadwumadie fufuri hu ntoma owura ye friend se ni adotemengo wono ena woye panyini kwankyerefo oba Northern Business District oda ano wose weni bema kwanya ama wa betimi atena wo dem ufie ba bia wo bia no na wa wotumi afa abefo kwa so na wasesa wose anya hwe no busumi bia no wo mo sesa won mo semwo na wo mo de ba wo mo ye ho adwuma no be se empem ahanu aduonum 250,000 busumi bia wenti na ho akohia se wo so mo de san hye yi ba na abre na aboa na atebre ene mompe so na nkyereka so no eso ewo won mo office ahodo
sim card wo sim yira ana se sim na expire ana bia wotime most of the time over your office CNC sama na the process is taking long like that. Say no, you decide to na share a customer in some until the IA and say over top blank SIM card. Now we feel office so we do more. Now SIM replacement. So we young phone no problem. So we smartphone so no problem. What to miss sign your ma obi. It's you know a smartphone now obi. Only say the sign to me project from October by January. 18,000 plus swaps successful. You know, we are very sure say we na ya any say across Ghana. You bet me ayo be and to women the branch bia say hu hia no anso atosim if we bia wo say wo do ma wo be grow overtop SIM card, top SIM card. Wow, ukita smartphone, uko my MTN app, what's me here? So ukita young phone, so star 133 hash, and also no follow prompts now, and every month what's me.
Adote mengo wono ene yetene nka no na dwumadi na ase a Kumasi Kropon abedwakuo yi wodwani echiremu a opanyina wono kokogiramu edema motafo pankro no municipal assembly wono ene okogiramu Abubakar Sadiq na eno no wode abaso bode ede ema MTN for se noa no ene die nchirinka so no ya hadwen to santen sa se keji fo wo mkwaji wo mkenti eno etese enti we beboa pa ama twitwa ne maso
initiative. This occasion marks an important step in the continued advancement of digital and telecommunication services in our country. MTN Ghana has grown over the years to become a key pillar in Ghana's telecommunication industry. As a subsidiary of MTN Group, the company has significantly contributed to improving connectivity, promoting digital innovation, and expanding financial inclusion. Beyond telecommunication, MTN has also made remarkable contributions to national development through investment in education, health, and community development. This effort continues to impact the lives of millions of Ghanaians and support the country's digital transformation agenda. Mr. Chairman, today's launch of the self-service SIM swap marks another important step in improving convenience and accessibility for customers. In an era where digital services are rapidly evolving, providing efficient, secure, and user-friendly solutions is essential. This initiative will allow customers to replace or swap their SIM card through a simplified process, saving time and reducing the stress often associated with visiting service centers. I commend MTN for introducing this independent channel which prioritizes accessibility, stability, and proficiency.
Ya we tafo pankro no municipal assembly no panyina wotua ano Abubakar Sadiq wonu okogiramu edema yera ofori ageman kinzuba Kumasi Kropon bedwakoi meyo eno MTN for my ade na emom ya besre yese mu beyo na yesa ade esika ekoto data de aguso se de koy no na etwa ne ho saa data no na sa nso na wantumi anya hwe nhwe ho maye yakoy anim ya to aso de amam Yenye nim say mampanyi John Dramani mama won bo che 24-hour economy no ai won mu guso a won ma ye ho adwuma kra dada mama mpanyi nso asan amra che bedwa nso awie won mu de eno ntim beka ye ebra na wo bo man hu nkomo e de akyeye state of the nation's address no wo kan wo mu sisu dua e de tridwa na no wo mu wie mra che bedwa no guso a won mu twitwuntwa ne wo mu de ba wie ehu ntontotwe no ene nam so ama edom dodo no kandifo ononyamfo mahama ayarega wasori edi ejane namro so no akasa kakra edi afasa enhihye English buni kan say policy owura yin nsama wo ka nyina ne say finhia beburu be say aduosia nie ene awia koto ya asumba ya yapon ye nya adwuma bium yapon wo se ne wo mo yidi afiri ho enwuma wo se nipa yo netimi de mfaso de bre o ma no yapon ya tama so nti yapon eyi afiri ho no o se ekom eni bre say bebre we de edura ekom ni obium ohia ni bre ebre we de edura ohia ni hobiem enu nti we nyina no ebeboa ama enwuma ye ne etimi akoso ye nya no moho na afei aboa ma maburu nso anya adwuma ye enu nti ene botai titiriwa sa 24-hour economy di bae nti so ora eya abakosem kase pa enu ochiema aben yaye sanse de ada wo mfinhia be se adusia no won mo twem e de afepe.
With the passage of the 24-hour economy authority bill, we have unlocked the gates of productivity that were locked by the sunset for 60 years. Let me repeat them, Mr. Speaker. With the passage of the 24-hour economy authority bill, we have unlocked the gates of productivity that were locked by the sunset for 60 years. Critics ask, why a 24-hour economy? Critics ask, why a 24-hour economy? I tell them, because poverty does not take a break at 8 p.m. Hunger does not sleep. We are breaking the 8 to 5 shackles. Backed by an initial 110 million Ghana cedis, we are turning the dead of night into the bread of life. From the Accra-Kumasi Expressway to the Volivo Bridge, Ghana is once again a construction site. We are creating jobs. We are expanding businesses. We are not just building roads. We are building arteries for commerce. With 27,000 new jobs in our garment factories, we are stitching the fabric of a new middle class. We are rebalancing the scales of justice through education. The No Fee Stress initiative has already shielded 152,698 first-year students from financial exclusion, a number set to rise to 220,000 students.
For Mahama Ayarega oda edom dodono ano ena yetene nka no na yenko yanimwe yede ye ni kiremu ni nyina ene se wokọ na akopie mu ewo atoye emantam a mantam no musoafo enunyamfo Joseph Nelson wabomoden ama wakwa akwasra West African Mills Company ayetwantia na ye kan se wapko na enumuo no ena panyimpa woda dwumedi ya no abedi eche Deputy Managing Director Dr. Boache Dankwa ede ensemi a mekan ede eto nanim aban ya John Dramani mama ne da no de nja wodo bebre dia ba ebeboa ama koko akuafo ani koko adwuma no etimi aye akono se obabunu bibie na eno enene ye wode atodwa se nja wodo a John Dramani mama ede ebaaye no ene wani chemu aduonu mu omusam se twe abo no wage atomu a ebeboa pa wode abasobode ma na emmom de ebani wose ukọ West African Milk Company a wokọ takrade de na no kwasemi ejigu ya che ayesa adwoguo a enye adwuma bi mu enu nti wo besre mampanyini John Dramani mama ene aben se wo mfa nam ye so ne nweta so nyensie nwum no mu ntutum ni kantentententem na wo modern se ye wo betimi ayo wose ene anya hwe no kra no empim aduasa 30,000 metric tons so eno etimi bo adwuma wadre ene akaba akopɛ no wapko 1 no eno na ye adwuma nanso anu mpo no 30,000 metric tons anka wose timi bo adwuma na ede boa no wanye chemu na aduasa pɛ ene timi ye ni nyina ne se koko na nkasa na wose wo munya na omu didi dwumadi no eni honomo na omo timi di akwakoye eno nti wode adesede soafo Nelson Joseph Nelson anim na enkoto John Dramani mama anim na omomodin na omonye wapko 2 no ho adwuma.
We are actually really very encouraged by His Excellency's direction to process 50% locally. Ghana has the capacity to process 50%, and that will help stabilizing the economy. That will also help stabilizing the currency. We are also part of a project from the cocoa marketing company, Project Elevate. So it's the 2 cocoa processing factories in which Ghana Cocoa Board has a share. That's CPC and WAMCO, to find a way of getting more beans to both factories, to add more value and create more employment. Because I can say directly, the more beans we are getting, the more employment we can create. It's as easy as this.
For Penny Quancha for Pa, we are Managing Director Nankasa Wapco Frank Badna, or no Enna attending Case by Pradro, one you may be brino, and only betting some more mafapa for be bree, ama a human one so at me at so. Na Nina Muno, Boache Dankwa, and so one no yen a bedi chino, and so then Sabbath to John what they are dear, and they did to Uncle will be ya. And as I agree, the crown now was a car, and $5 to $7 million here, or Pepinum Edicosin so America dollar, a brobuni was a mon family, no information, said a bear one cono, won't bet me Eddie Woodman etimi abwa, amanema etimi akonkai, a war a honum nabwa, a momotimi a fancrophone sunum.
With revamping or retooling of Wanko 2, we are going to revive secondary takrade economically. And that is what we need at the moment. With the government promising that we have to at least process about 50% of our cocoa locally, it means that Wanko 2 have to be revived. So we need assistance from the government and any investor who is ready to invest in Wanko 2. And we can assure of direct employment and others. Additionally, the processing will be, because here we are going to increase the capacity of the WAMCO to about additional 30,000 metric tons. So in all, we can go back to the olden days where WAMCO used to produce about 68,000 metric tons.
Eno yera abwache ene eteni nkandi nyina mu no osofo wono watoye emantem Western Regional Minister ononyamfo Joseph Nelson wono so abo won ma no ho ba na waka chem se aban no se de osi wa ahofama no omre omuni muntira.
I believe that with everything that policy seeks to do, WAMCO's issues can be taken up, strongly by that outfit, the 24-hour economy authority. I'm sure they will be interested to know how that office can help, proper WAMCO 1 and also revive WAMCO 2, as it were, so that we can operate fully. Everything we have to do to support WAMCO to be on its feet, I think we should be able to do that. And I'm happy that His Excellency is committed to improving the industrial outlook of this country. The industry will be supported to be able to grow so that they're able to contribute to the development of this country. So
Mantem swafo owura ononyamfo Joseph Nelson wono ena yeteni nkase wo se won mo bose aban no ebewyo na obewyo so amanema atimi akonka wode chita nyina edi ma wo mo yemfa rehusemi emfa ntoaso emfa emamoe yede ani echiemu ewo mankranso ewo ahafo no southwest na arehusem nkrefiri wo ebeka owia kase echiremu a na ehye mienu akwakoka abom anase akonya nkwanhia amenam so no sprinter car yi bi konya nkwanhia no enipa maako dumienu na wonmo aprepre mu odin pa enumu no enum kasai enipa benum na wonmo so wonmo atokra agei wonmo anka bia wonmo afiri mu amana koye arehosem ewo hono na wonmo chema wonmo didim ni kakra wonmo de wonmo prepraye no bi aprekro no akwakoprem ewo mankranso aban aya sabia wonmo ekoje ayarhwe ewo etefo mo fanchemi enipa nummum na wonmo prepre mu odin a wonmo ntoy nyame kura ma ni pegu a wonmo da mankranso aban aya sabia wonmo eje ayarhwe ayarefo anasa ayarhwefo doctorfo ene anesefo ejina wonmo so dendendendenden sade ebeya eniema betimi akonkan ewo so resede class faso ema ehyen kodi nhyemu na dane butuye na ekoto wonmo ama apasinyafo a wonmo atimu aprepre ya yesre nyame se wonhwe wonmo so na omo ahoden no ma ahwefo yi anasa ayarhwefo doctorfo ne anesefo yi ehunkan a ombetimi ede abo ma sorry eja wonmo na amro so yebesa hyenkafo nso se madaroma mankranso ekwan no beebi wo ha ya na nye ene ade beebi won so kra bedu ne da so kakra nti ya monto mobo ewo mirika tente no ene ade nyina mu moka no so mo so ya monchake taas no ta na mbetu amotu ta na nye oyi wom ene sa ne mani nyina yento so na yenku yenim yeko na yakwa kopie mu ewo enkrotui yefe baako asemko botre na ebeto dwa se oyonde mentime wase asi ewo enkro yi mienu mu entem amenam sokra mu amakowi achi no na owura baako a yefe ne se John Eko Alban wato nanom ewo nsiedo ewo saa tutura sama ekoso onye mfinhia aduanan enum ewo honom na waware eyerenum mienu anema eye maako enso kra ewo honom na eno na enei besi neye tememufo eda so a chese hubua abo womo a womo hu ne womo nyomo sanse nipa maako du baako a na wonmu susu se wonmu bomu ene nam so ema assignment me wase sorry ye ewo nkrotuo mienu wonmo ntem wo atwema ntem ho no ebesi nei womo nse da hu ne ma ekoso ho enam so ama empanyimfo ani ntini adwetwe wuro ede nsem de ato so afo wo anim se wo momodin na enam so ama owura Joseph Nelson a wo ye atwema ntem so afo wono so aka na wo de achetemamufo se wono nkomakoma nto mo yam kwan bi obefa so bi a ahwe se ne be ya atenten ne be ya adwuma no eno so obeyo
men kama sermon wara yaka say yimpa 11 na ya chi won 11 no nyinaa no wo nyinaa wo aban no na akokoma aban onye wo bedi. Last one ya chain ya kwachi no ko dibu a all the way ya kwachi no ko dibu a na ya ne bai. Nti yi nyinaa kire de aban yempa ndai na yempa nda so yanyama onye de da no bi na woda no fofa ho a sabi yankwenkosi yenyu abrepa nti sabi wa obi egwana akwache ko dibu a sanche baka de wa trapo oko but yenwa the baby a ye hwede obia no ho bonda ma asam no mu bia no yensaboso no mona mbranyi na eze
ja odonyamfo Joseph Nelson no na ni nyina mu no so ensem odi kwoto dwani ano ba wode amatemamufo a wono mu ewo enkrotro yi mu no omo aso na so pamu anase akoma pamu ana temamufo nso nsem a omo de ato
compared to the some called we have a big problem, so there was no any interpart for them. So for me, if I catch any Asam person,
because Asam go for amone ampata for akun. Asam go for amone Asam asa for akun. Asam go for amone butru for akun. Asam go for amone hunduma for akun. Asam go for amone ahun for akun. The sam go for we anya go for mutumi ni mutina. Mani ye. The san nimpa we anu awadi bone na wadwane ye obi an otu no no aku nimpa no abrewo peyin ono an odwane ko ye na sasa nimpa dise no wo pese o mo san ba omo ba na mo aboto na mo ndunye nwie ni so
mufo ensem bia mo de tu dwane no na wo kopie mu a wo hene a wo kro a ye friend say botre wa nana eja bosie wono nso e de nsem e de atodwa so obesra ban no ebe ya nkomo mfa bambo wono mo post no bi emfamra hono mo sane ebeya ebetimi aboa na abotemamufo wono mo kura ehu kakra
meguso hyeme manfo enkran sey na yen hyeden na mom dia aka wa chire no na wase ya ne mpanimfo ye kro na ye bɔ ho ban na mom se ebeya den abɔ ho ban na ni na efiri hyehyɛ ya ne ye mpanimfo ye de begu akwan no kure ni ye hanom security sem ye weak I sense say ne ekoso wa hano ansa na obi ndwane free hanom endru the district capital no na niama bebre asi it say kamen ko asanka de asi ye betumi anya security post bimpo ewo ye enclaves mu ha I believe say ebeboa ama saa niama bi sei no ebeba form because omo notion say ansa na police for free aguna nkwanta embra enclaves mu ha no na niama bebre asɛ nti abre bia no saa niama no tokoso ya de
Honest ni a ode nani krutu recent remienu santem hu saa mentime wase na ekoso Meredith Bisiu wono nso ese wode nananom eya adwene.
We will like that one because when the incident happened, our director, he told us that if our security here is very poor, we should close the facility and leave. Because if anything happened to us, it has nothing to do with it. So we too were willing to close the facility. Meanwhile, if we close and something happened to anyone, where would they go? Because I don't think the cars and everything will be available for anyone. So we too, we plead anything that they will bring to help us, to secure us. Some of us, we are strangers here. We just came here to work.
Meredith na yetene nkano na yenko na yeni Yera Frederick Opoku acting Ghana Rent Commissioner yani ni nkodi nkomo ye nyina nim se won mo mera bi won ma esi adan wura no mo ekwan se won de dan ema ahai ebrobusu mi nsia na so de won mo tuagum won so mbe ye dwumade bi dia fa ho ti yani ni nkodi nkomo Yera ye mo ha ema wakwa aba ewo ho no mo
Mejo sibi yabema
na yemi so commissioner no edi enti na afei na sanjiche mu pese mutu ho anamo
ejiri se the time mefa akwanya we funa machia Owia TV wana oti na miche obia na misachia obi biara se nakopon aboye ma fi akwa bete na you but there's a lot of reform over. Yeah, I say commissioner member say I was say Ghana ya womra idea juma
a bola law tenant mobile omunkuta mudie how obia NCC obi fair play and the rent control and parameter the acting rent commission no will serve as the mediator to help them say misunderstanding and as a noble has some ye and branch on some ye and no be any some ye then so ye no they are get so they was a prepare I adwuma we finish you.
Enti se say no madarumu edi nhihye bi na mudi egu akwam sene ebeya atwa menebo eni mfia ahodo yi a wo mode gi yeye eno so eto obetimi atwa
Eti yi de me kenya ne say Ghana no na me pese mesi obia ma obia hu say Ghana no ye wo mra a ye adwuma a regulating landlord and a tenant for over the years now 63 years ago unfortunately no Quebec West Emrano as a new asset oh landlord empire juma tenant empire juma and I basa we and Yura John the Money Mahama ejina ni to be so constitution mu el power no eji kakra metimaka nyina say mabai you be anko ye some years back na ehia na esa fata say ye dey sakra beba I am focus say you cannot continue to do the old things and expect new results. That will end judgment. And you know, so many Zachariah balance. Hey, be say, rent act in Act 220. No, yeah, she said landlord the biara or my mono. What did that hire? Oma, be I friend of rent card. That rent card, you know, people be a landlord at the every rent control. Na Oma tenant baako abra omodi information bi abegu so se enye adwuma no kiti oka ni na fo a kame ko se wa masa card na o ye tie mra kakra na umo obi dan a card ne say within 7 days I also to be issued that card na ma tenant no na sika oji ye tenant adwuma o ye you know and all this information no so the be anta will be aba yetimaka but my message to be rent card no a different from tenancy agreement.
Oh, okay.
Tenancy agreement agreement and people be obligation and right they not me as landlord they not me as tenant me tenancy say me time so a say me twa be ka ma me nika no can you go any tenancy agreement. But red card no card everyday activity the AC of you no about change na landlord change by also offer landlord tenant no now will change so mu it really not say see if you must that card na e ma prepare as say na be twa am obi amato no tenant it mu landlord kwasia and na you to move tenant kwasia they to be and say who be ban say I will say you na tenancy agreement back home and as a back for commercial properties and a back for residential properties. Which means that according to Brandon, so we will be called. Yeah, that one is say that's on Danima within our community now. I also call register our agreement in our rent control. So the so people and Brandon Swa. They want to now damn the we wait also yet. When did any so yet? But what is so? So rent control registered card now, and I said tenancy agreement now. I mean, who say I was say there will be book brand so and then energy. Now, and then say one this one is answer now. A bit to say, over to penalty, and I said over to me, over to them, Muslim Sia. We any normal, Ebia Yaka. And they supposed to be able to know. Second, Mra, I want down by a year now. Go ye, dear. Let's say for the same enforcement. The TBD tax force, which are a brand new, no. Ometima could feel I go stamp over pen. I was like, I will be 6 months. What do 1.5 years? What do 2 years? All told animal component. And now, so and the told animal. I'm say. they go need sex
misa we said you see can in and ye were men children in Jada so baby then be a shebiani a debiano was some of one nine namuko na kwan ben number faswa sa I would do education to crummy a din and bet me a one nine more the money could use ya kundi ekoso
I say the minimum say me see a bed no more be or abe for council over the years say me no can say very soon me try any approval from my minister honorable minister Gilbert J and a deputy minister and a housing ministry no and che you be won app bi say we tenant for kuma obe register wa kasa ho den saka e pia utimu de ko su bia no obe me hu the amount special code and as a number be a your tenant number sa number no so long and so far as we are tenant on my no sa number na be so ko na nyina wa so we tenant ko dia it don't matter baby awo
okay
e ko no
na nhye monya landlord for na chitade if you rough we wo mo do mo chitade amanjije ya mo yo idie
e fe rough for say a consultation say me pon what money here e ti yete dan say let's like I said, my stakeholder engagement. Many abamu penufo, a bit is said, my traitor combat chief justice. I can be honest, the Bayer Juma, Best Robula, Michelle, I'm a crying, and I'm woman. I'm a rent talks. Sabe, I said, do I end check. But trigger from my IGP, with the immigration, the local Ghana Revenue Authority, Jerry. Me, you feel no, they be share Buddha, they be share tenant, they be share landlord, they be share agents. Now your mom say we no eba boy in man or man no na ye juma.
Okay.
That you be just reaction mu.
Okay.
You never profile. E person eh o customer tenant for and na customer landlord for. The prepare is free.
Okay.
E to come na buma. We just say be ya amana ye fa.
Mira medase ene obre ne wadaje unyadema ye wie. Abusha we acting Ghana Rent Commissioner Owia Frederick Opoku woni ene ne ekobo enkomo ewo ho no ene na ze de enti wo dan ya untimi kasa na osie mfa ma busumi nsia na aba nso na ne ono so se aya ne fie rafo nse wo ba nam so se 2 years na so se busumi nsia ne ekoi na kope wo de hai ebeyire o yenkoi abusha yenyina we so na yemfa awia prem to breka se na yensa kan ye don reba ko a ye de abesum yemfa ni nyina emre wiye se wo dasia na de aseda chenche de mu opie de to abekwa de bi na de ama ewra kuku ajando sa enso na akosua somua wono mu omukru chire buabo ansemi gu pono so wie ye to wo semfo pono ma yera Benedict Asante ye bo a obesa mukru ji se nyankopon nisuo wo mu ewie no ko MCR oba wo director ye na ya Grace wona o director ye sa enso na video editing yera Nelson Owusu aka Mr President asa enso na eba sound na Simon Nana Yaw lighting no sanso na PK studio manager won no de niam ebobo maso ho ne ade a abetrase akenkama menso medi ene abusua pani Owusu adumi ye mamu nyina mo ene hwa wagi ahenewa